Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give to Bell. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a...
This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Andersen now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Third and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Anthony Barr. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Javon Curse able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's Tate to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, it's McNabb. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on second, McNabb. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. First and 10, McNabb. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Mean Joe Green, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Second down, McNabb. Throw left side, complete. That's Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now McNabb. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Out of the gun, McNabb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. from the gun. Here's McNabb. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now Morten Andersen for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Vic goes play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. McNabb to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now it's McNabb. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, McNabb. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Andersen, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Right 20. Right 20. Line. 300. Right 20. Right 20.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. McNabb quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Come on, let's go. 190.
McNabb. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's McNabb. This is caught by Jackson. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
White 20! Eagle. Let's go.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And some room to roam now.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Back to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on, let's go. What? 9.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the half. Vick got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play, Victor Moss. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down throw coming for Vic. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go. Right 20. Right 24. Alpha. Double. Eagle. On. Right 20.
3rd and long for Vic. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Vic on 4th down. Well, he cannot get away. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First down, it's McNabb. And incomplete to open things up. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on second, McNabb. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Second down, McNabb. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Lawrence Taylor coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is Johnson. He's got it. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, McNabb eluding the pressure right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good in the middle, throwing the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the gun, here's McNabb. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
McNabb to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, McNabb. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with the football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So that'll back him up 5. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback. Okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's McNabb. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
Now McNabb. They'll roll. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Now Morten Andersen for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
An automatic Morten Andersen does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Here we go. 20.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Hey, get right down. That's it.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut.
Here's McNabb. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
McNabb. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up time. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 8 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the side.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Odell Beckham, 37 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix them.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
No battle at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw, McNabb. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And they're running right through it. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. He gets it left side to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On first down, it's McNabb. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Eluding the pressure right. He's fast caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 5. They begin with a run by Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Again, it's Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the gun, here's Newton. Going up top. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morten Andersen to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First and 10, McNabb. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 70 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. We talk about being on skill. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Eagle.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Vick. He'll get this one off to Sanders. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Eagle.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the gun, here's McNabb. It's complete to Golden Tate. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, McNabb. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
McNabb to throw. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Anderson now to kick this one away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Vick again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Third and long for Vick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McNabb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Second down, McNabb. Caught right side, Tate. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lawrence Taylor. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and his eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out now come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on second, McNabb. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Ohio! Ohio!
McNabb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. Fourth and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But fourth and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to take the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now it's McNabb. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go. 190.
Now McNabb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. Back with more from Charlotte after this. To throw, McNabb. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 1-9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Left side here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Vic operating on 1st down. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Vic readies to throw. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Michael Vick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Steps away to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They find some open field here. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go! Spread 38! Spread 38!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Spread 38!
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rob Gronkowski as time expires in the 1st half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
From the gun, here's McNabb. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. McNabb to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Anderson now to kick this one away. And now back out comes the offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Double, double, double. Eagle, eagle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Lion, 300, 300. Up.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
That was going to throw deep right side. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Anderson now to kick this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
90.
On 2nd down, Vick again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Here's Vick. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know this.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Base 52. Right 20. Right 90. Hey, let's go. Right 20.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Right 90. Right 90.
3rd and long for Vic. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 38 yards.